This is another colored pencil tutorial for you, but this one is more focused on how to layer and blend dark skin tones. This is like a recipe that will work in all types of dark skins. So it should be a very versatile base process that you can start working on and less or almost no adjustments needed. Here is the tutorial for achieving dark skin tones using colored pencil. Watch this. First of all, to be able to achieve this like versatile skin tone recipe, you really need this pencil. This is the dark sepia or sepia. Even up to now, I'm still not sure about the pronunciation of the sepia. Is it sepia or sepia? Please tell me on the comment section how is it really pronounced. Okay, but I'll go with sepia. So this is dark sepia. You can use the regular sepia color, but you really need this because this is not black but very similar to black, lighter than black. Because okay, so you cannot use black here because it's going to be too dark and it's going to, because the skin tone is very sensitive. You can't use, very strong colors like black. So sepia is perfect as a base tone here. So this is a base tone, you can apply it, but when I apply this color, the dark sepia on skin tone, I use different like layering pressure here. So for light tones, I use light pressure, and then I added more pressure on some darker shadows. And I already finished the forehead because I want to make sure that this is going to be successful. And as you can see on her forehead, this recipe is looking quite good and will work. Hopefully will work on all types of skin tone. Now we are going to layer the actual skin tone. This is exactly what I do on the forehead. So I started after the sepia as a base tone, and then I layer above the sepia base tone. I layer this one. This is chocolate. For this one, you can use similar color. You can search. Actually, it's easy to search the similar color to all these colors. So if you don't have the exact chocolate, you can use any brown chocolatey color. For this one, chocolate color, I think is brown with a little tint of like reddish or something like that. So yeah, this is Prismacolor actually, but the first one, the dark sepia, is Polychromos. So you can combine different pencils here, it doesn't matter. I love combining Prismacolor with Polychromos. Okay, so if you don't have the Polychromos for the dark sepia, you can use sepia of the Prismacolor. So it doesn't matter, it's just the same. So yeah, now I'm layering this one. This is the first layer above the sepia base tone. As you can see right here, how the sepia is already, it already put a really nice solid base tone to this, because you cannot do this to regular white skin tone. This process, it's not going to work. So this one is gonna be working only for dark skin tones or dark skinned people. So now I'm moving to a lighter brown. This is a sienna brown. So you can also search what are the similar colors to this on Google, the sienna brown, if you don't have this. But yeah, this is a very nice color, quite neutral, but the most neutral here is the sepia that we used as a base tone, which is something that you should have. If you don't have it, get it now. Find that color, sepia or dark sepia, because that's very crucial for this process. It's not going to work well, it's not going to be versatile without that one pencil at the beginning of the videos. So I hope you don't skip for this video, because you will learn a lot for building and layering and later on blending dark skin tone. Blue violet, this color right here or any similar color is very nice in working with the dark shadows of dark skins. So you can use it for the dark shadows of the dark skin. So even the dark skin has dark shadows, it has light shadows, yeah, but everything is dark from the get-go. So yeah, now this one, for every dark skin tone, well, there are different dark skin tones, right? But you can use reddish color for dark skin tone, but you can adjust. Like if this pumpkin orange is going to make it too red for your liking, you can tone down this color. You can find a little bit less saturated than this one, but I think it's really gonna work for basically for every dark skin tone right there. So you want it to make it a little bit reddish using this pumpkin red. And then this one is another saturated color, the process red. So I also wanna put this, but very lightly. Compared to the pumpkin red, you can just apply it very lightly on the skin tone just to tone it like a little bit. It's like a fuchsia color something, but yeah, I love it when combined with darker colors that we put a while ago. So it's going to be a really nice skin tone. Now green is a staple for every type of skin tone, whether light or dark. You can use green, but for this one, the dark skin tone, I use apple green, so this is a darker green. And now pink, if you don't have this kind of, this is a base pink, so you can use any other pink tones on your palette. Yeah, it's even with dark skin tone, you really need pink. You really need it because it's lighter, it's going to lighten up everything, and then it adds really a nice natural pinkish tone to the skin. And then nectar. Now for the nectar, you can use any flesh tones. You can use dark flesh. I think nectar and the dark flesh and peach colors are just the same colors that you can apply towards the end of the skin tone, because you can use it not just to layer tone but to blend. Now I'm lightly blending everything to help for the final blending using this color, the nectar. And now you want to make it a little bit more blended, but at the same time with nice light yellowish creamy color. So this is the cream. You should have this color. It's very nice for dark skin tone or for any kind of skin tone. Now this is a crucial process right here. I don't particularly or usually use this pencil on like lighter skin tone because it has the tendency to darken the light skin tone, but for the dark skin tone, this is very helpful in blending and burnishing. So this is the colorless blender, but I have tried in the past so many colorless blender, but they just don't work, all those brands. But for this one, the Prismacolor, I'm very specific with the Prismacolor colorless blender. This is a perfect blender for dark skin tone because it's not very waxy. It is just like the regular Prismacolor colored pencil but without any color, so it's neutral. It doesn't affect the coloration much, but it has the tendency to overly darken the skin tone, as you can see right here. But with the power of the white pencil, it can bring it back to a nice subdued or less saturated skin tone. So now I want to add some like blush because I think she's wearing makeup, so I'm using the pink for final toning of the skin tone right here. So as you can see right here, this is a very nice recipe for dark skin tone that you can apply. If the person is a lot darker than her, you can put more the first pencil, the dark sepia, that I don't know if sepia or sepia on how to pronounce it, but that pencil is crucial in building this kind of skin tone. If you need to make it darker, you add more dark sepia on the first process that I showed you a while ago. So yeah, the white pen is very helpful for highlights, the Uniposca, get that. And then this one, the electric eraser, also you have to buy this one. This is very helpful. This is the Posca pen. It's very nice to add highlights because this is not very strong like the other white pen. This is like very natural looking for the skin tone, especially for the highlights. So this is how it turned out to be, a very nice dark skin tone. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I would love to hear from you.